Boom. 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 Boom, boom. 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 Palworld. Save. Pause. Launch. My favorite Palworld streamer. Your one and only Palworld streamer, I hope. How you doing today, Silverhawk? Welcome, welcome. Adiyogi, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? I think we're all set now, so I'm just going to do that quick YouTube thing. Hi, hey, hello. It's been a hot minute since I've played some Palworld, on stream and otherwise, so we're going to just hop right into the game. I believe all I'm doing is going to be grinding for tower number 4. We were actually, like, not that far off from being able to do it last time, so maybe we can even try doing it towards the end of today, but if you're on the YouTube side, make sure to hit that like button, and yeah, we will get into this. Doing good. Glad you like those LOR cards. I was like, there's like a 20% chance that this goes really poorly and I get banned. I think the only world in which you would ever get banned for that is if they were like absurdly like misogynistic, which they were not. That's like the only world where like that ever goes wrong. But no, I very much love them. They were great. For those who don't know what Silverhawk is talking about, I have a custom Legends of Runeterra card channel in my Discord server, and Silverhawk was gracious enough to make some custom cards based on the Love is All Around streams that we did recently, which is a game I do want to get back into. I do want to play more of that. It's just been a matter of like finding the right time to do it. I tried to make them LOR cohesive. Shen Smash was my favorite. Shen Smash was a really fun one. I did like that a lot. I think I also really liked how like the whole mechanic of numbers leveling up in that game, or in that set, is someone takes his cake. That was my personal favorite. Like, if I see someone else eat cake. Oh, I don't have any ingots, like, at all? Damn. Is it just me, or does the game seem like it's running, like, a lot slower right now? Because to me, it seems like it's running really slow. What else could turn numbers into dark evil numbers? Fair enough. I think the only thing that could have made it better, like if I were making that myself, the only thing I probably would have changed was just put the like glowy eyes thing I have on the woke emote on there. I think that's quite literally the only thing I would have done different. Everything else, perfect. For the dark numbers. This game had the biggest drop-off. Well, I don't know if it's so much that it had a drop-off as much as just, like, it's so grindy once you, like, actually start playing it. Like, trust me, I'm still having fun playing the game. I still think it's a very fun game to play. But I will admit that, like, now that I've actually, like, sat down and played it a bit, it is quite grindy. I think the only thing that's kind of keeping me playing it at the moment is the fact that I'm kind of determined to actually, like, beat it. And also, like, I'm on, like, a pretty big, like, Pokemon kick right now. I spent a good part of the past 2 days playing Pokemon Go. I've posted about it a little bit in my Discord. But I've had fun with Pokemon Go. And, like, I really wanted to play Pokemon Unite this weekend. I might even still play it a little bit. But I don't know. I don't, like, really know what I want to get back into as far as, like, what I want to play. As far as, like, a game to stream, right? Because, like, once I beat this, I think the only other, like, the other thing is that, like, this is a game that definitely needs, like, it definitely needs, like, co-op to be, like, way more fun. This game is, like, 1,000 times more fun if you're playing it co-op, and I am just straight up not doing that. Oh my god. I mean, I still see. Is he stuck in the floor, though? He's not stuck in the floor, but... Okay, cool. Also, I mean, like, it's hard to say that this game had a big drop-off when, like, even now it still has, like, so much more attention than, like, LOR had. I guess that's not exactly strictly a fair comparison, but, you know, it is a comparison nonetheless. As far as games that I play regularly, this is the most alive game I've played in a while. Don't I have a furnace over here? Yeah, we do. How are you guys doing on food? You guys seem like you're fine. I do want to put... Oh my god. The two birds are just constantly stuck. I can't imagine why else they would be listed as depressed right now. I don't even know where they are. That's my big thing, is like, I could help them if I knew where they were. Soundtrack for 2KXO is crazy. Is it? I haven't, like, watched anything for it, like, trailer or anything. I haven't done any of that. Is it actually good? I love how much of Palworld is you running materials back and forth. Well, that's what I mean, right? Is that, like, it's super grindy. Like, you're doing a lot of this stuff back and forth over and over and over and over. Which makes for, like, some really, like, awkward content, you know? Because, like, on the one hand, I do like the game enough that I want to, like, keep playing it and stuff. But, like, also, it's just so hard to constantly make it interesting. So I'm gonna, like, I'm trying to, like, fix that by, like, grinding more. Like, actually, like, going out into the world and catching stuff. I do want to catch some more Jormontides, but I think I'm gonna need more, I'm gonna need more balls. What do I have in inventory? I think, personally, that's something that they, like, should work on. If they're gonna work on anything for this game. We just need an Omega Land Ball. Oh, like an even bigger Land Ball than the one that we have already? I could see that. I could definitely see that. Alright, so Jormontide definitely did, like, a bunch load of damage. Alright, so we got more assault rifle ammo, but I think I'm gonna need more than that. If I want to, like, actually do this boss. I'll also just, like, I need to use the grenades on something. Also, you know, a friend of mine just popped up on my Steam thing. Helldivers is a game that looks like it'd be a lot of fun. It's just that definitely requires, like, co-op. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go catch the other Jormontide, which I believe was over here somewhere. Yeah, this thing. Let's go catch, like, these two again, just so that we have, like, a team of, like, 3 or 4 of them. Or at the very least, we'll, like, fight them again, right? Bless you, Alpian. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Alpian, do you play Helldivers? Or have you played it? Because that seems like, from what I've heard of the game, something that you would enjoy. I do not, but a lot of friends have been playing it. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing, too. Like, a lot of my friends. Like, I think you've met, or maybe not met, but at least played with Zawabi to know who that is. He keeps popping up on my friends list as playing. I already posted on Twitter you retired, so you're not making me look very credible right now. Hey, that's a you problem, man. If you want to spread lies on Twitter, that's all on you, but, you know, the truth will come out eventually. That I did not retire. Most definitely did not retire. And everyone in this chat can tell you as much. As far as, like, the past few days, I gotta be honest, like, it's just been, like, really, I don't want to get, like, emotional on stream, but, like, it really has been, like, very hard to, like, hit go live lately. Ever since, like, you know, the whole thing with patrons. 'Cause, I mean, like, he was a really big part of this community, and now, like, just knowing that, like, he's not gonna pop up in chat anymore, like, really just sucks. And also, like, I don't want to, like, say too much publicly, but just so, like, you guys know, I didn't stream on Wednesday because I actually met up with some of his family to kind of, like, help them a little bit. I'm not going to get too much into detail on that, but just so you guys know that I didn't, like, abandon you guys for no reason. But I am going to try to make these streams way more consistent. That being said, though, I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow because I'm going to go watch a movie. That's not for sad reasons. That's just, I'm going to watch a movie. And Because I haven't done, like, much... I mean, I guess this past weekend I did do some stuff for me, but, like, going to see movies is one thing that I really personally enjoy, so... Can we get some Love Is All Around? I do want to play more Love Is All Around. I do want to play more of that. It's just been a matter of, like, finding a good time to do it. Because, like, I don't want to do it on, like, a weekday stream when, like, people might not be able to come. Sleeper credible? Since when? Give me more cards to make. What movie you saying? Any plans to see Dune 2 this weekend? No. I'm just going for the popcorn bucket. No. I did not plan on seeing Dune 2. Although I did hear that it picks up exactly where audiences fell asleep during the first one. So, at least I won't be too far behind. But no, actually, so the theater that I go to plays a lot of older movies. And especially right now, they're doing like a whole series of movies from 1999. So I will actually be going and seeing American Pie for the first time. Because I've literally never seen that movie. But everyone, like, makes comments about it all the time. Do I think I'll like it? I have no idea. But I know it's a popular enough movie that a lot of people seem to quote from often. So it just seems like, you know, I should probably see that. That joke about Dune 2, by the way, was a Onion reference. Movie industry went to garbage. Well, I think the theater industry took a whole, like, big hit because of the pandemic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The entire entertainment industry just feels like it's in a bit of a lull. Because, like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where things were, like, revolutionary around, like, the early to mid 2000s. With, like, new and emerging technologies, and now it just seems like everything's, like, at a stagnant standstill because companies don't want to hire creative people to make stuff. They just want, like, instant return on investment type deals. So, AI and writer's strike definitely haven't made for good movies recently. Yeah, that too. That is also definitely an issue. Alright, so we're gonna let Beacon do its thing and take out this Jormuntide. God, he does so much damage to it. So excited to see 2,000 variants of the same AI-generated movie in 3 years. Oh my god, imagine, like... Dude, imagine that scenario. Where, like, they actually just release, like, movie theaters just start releasing, like, the same shit. I feel like I'm doing 0 damage to this thing. Maybe I should throw out my Jormuntide just to distract it a little bit. It's like Mulan, but she's a baker instead of a soldier. Call that shit Breadlon. Lol, bread. Discount Tuesday made me feel much better about going to the movies. Well, the thing is, I love going to movies, which is why I bought Which is why I bought a, like, season pass type thing for the movie theater that I go to. Okay, I don't know why he's getting closer to me, but he's not attacking my other Jormuntide, which means, like, it just gets free hits, which is sick. I'm not gonna be able to outrun it if I'm... especially when I know the movie might not be amazing, I just like going to the theater and being entertained. Yeah, me too. Honestly, that's exactly why I love going. Okay, I'm gonna call you back now. Hold on, chat. I'll read your messages in a second. How are these not even hitting you? Look, I just need one. Alright? We got 30 chances. How you doing today, Durs? Welcome, welcome. Adiyogi with a 30 stream streak. Holy. Okay, you know what? Plan B. Okay. Where you going? Why are you running? What? He actually just, like, straight up stopped. Hello? Can I maybe get a sneak attack on him, then? Like a back attack? Oh, I can! But it didn't help my odds at all. Yeah, but to kind of piggyback off of what Alpian said, like, I just like going to the theater and being entertained. That's why I have a, like, season pass thing where I can just go watch infinite number of movies each month. Sadly, the past 2 months, I haven't been able to go to see more than 2. But 2 breaks me even from, like, if I just bought 2 tickets normally. Because it's, like, I usually end up spending, like, 15 bucks on... Okay, we got it. I usually end up spending, like, 15 bucks on movie tickets each time I go. Because I usually like to try to go, like, opening day to movies and stuff. But the movie season pass thing is 20 bucks. So long as I go to 2 movies, I break even. 3 movies, I end up, like, saving a ton of money. And then anything after that is just, like, extra bang for the buck. But yeah, wouldn't more people watch on the weekend because they just home from work? Well, that's the whole idea behind the Tuesday discounted tickets is it's twofold, right? Tuesdays aren't typically a day that theaters get a whole lot of traction to begin with. So if you make the movies discounted, A, you're probably not going to sell enough movie tickets that you'd go bankrupt anyway. But it's kind of more of like, it's like the same reason why stores will have sales on stuff that they lose money for. Because it gets people in the store to buy stuff. So they might buy a bunch of items that are not on sale because they're getting that one for sale. I mean, now a lot of companies do a shitty thing where they just, like, a week before they announce that it's going to be on sale, they raise the price. Work, Taco Tuesday, movie. Alpian over here living on the edge. Going to Taco Bell and then immediately going to a theater to get a whole theater to himself by evicting everyone else. The best way to get a theater to yourself is to just go to Taco Bell right before and just and then just, like, you know, let it all happen. You know? It's not your fault that Taco Bell just hits different. That's a life hack right there for you guys. I just came from work. Why did he describe my life? What, work, Taco Bell, movie? Do you also go to the movies right after eating Taco Bell just to get the theater to yourself? How you doing today, Martin? Taco Bell. You know, I actually, like, I don't eat Taco Bell very often. I think, like, the last time I had Taco Bell was the day that I was streaming with Tempo. For those of you who remember that. That was, like, the last time I had Taco Bell. And then the time before that was maybe when I went to Vegas with Alpian, who's actually in the chat here. And that was, like, 2022, 2021, I think. I don't remember what year that was now. I think it was 2022. Because it wasn't this past year. Where's the other Jormontide? Right here. I'm glad they buy the shit. Store got too much inventory anyway. Take that 3-year-old dust. I meant work retail and seeing customers buy unnecessary shit during a sale. Oh yeah, no. That's the whole gist, right? Like, let me tell you, like, what would you guys rather have if you were, like, the manager of a store? To see inventory moving so that, like, your customers coming in that are regulars are constantly seeing new stuff come in and out of the shop? Or would you rather, like, try to make each individual sale, like, profitable for you? Because, like, the GameStop that I used to go to when I was going to school in Buffalo, the GameStop that I used to work at, or I didn't work there. I just went there a lot. You would think I worked there, but no. Keep in mind, this is like 2014, 2015, no, probably 2015, 2016. They had a collector's edition Dark Souls 2 for, I think, either PlayStation 3 or PC. I don't remember. But it was a collector's edition that they sold, with, like, the whole figurine statue thing and everything. And they were asking for full price for it. But I think that game came out in 2013? 2013, 2014? So it had been sitting there for, like, 3 or 4 years. Now, by this point, Dark Souls 3 had already come out. So, like, who's really coming in to a GameStop to buy the collector's edition of Dark Souls 2 when Dark Souls 3 is already out and they're still charging full price for it? Like that's what you mean. That's what you gotta, like, remember with sales and stuff is, like, isn't it just better to just, like, get the thing out of your store? I don't know, someone who, like, actually deals with that stuff can tell me if I'm wrong, but, like, that's just how it feels to me. What happened to the other Jormontide? There's no shot that there's only one on the map ever. Huh. It is here, right? Yeah. Really? There's only ever one? I mean, I guess it is, like, strong as shit, but, like, damn, I kind of thought, like, there'd be at least more than one. Unless these two Jormontides are, like, the same Jormontide, and it's just a matter of, like, which location it spawns in. I don't think that's the case, but people be shopping. People do be shopping. Alright, well, it's not here. regardless. So I guess we're just gonna have to go off of the 2 that we do have access to and just like train up so that those things are strong enough to take on the 4th boss here. But maybe I should like explore this area. The only time a lot of products are getting moved is on clearance, and some stores don't do clearance sales at all, or a lot. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I was actually watching a pretty interesting video. I think I talked about it when, like, slightly when I was watching it on stream, but there's this dude who, opened up his own, like, used game store. Like, on the same vein as, like, oh, damn it. On the same vein as, like, GameStop, but for used games. And his whole, like, mentality was, why would I want to keep product on the shelf and try to sell something for a ridiculously high value when I can have customers know that they can get a good deal here and just make a bunch of people like that happy so that they come back and give me good word of mouth, you know? And plus, like, I mean, if he's not losing much on the markup anyway, then... Alright. Who am I moving from here? Because this thing is... I don't remember what it is, but I think it's weak to water. And not dragon, so... And really, this guy's only here because he's level 42. What is hard skin? Defense. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I really... Why is his sanity so low, though? Holy. Really? 24 sanity. And maybe because I just caught him and he doesn't, like, know me. Could that be hit? Depends on where and how much he bought the games for. Could count it for a low price if he got it for dirt cheap. I can, like, post a video in the chat once I, like, find it again. But it was kind of an interesting watch. Because, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it was, like, a success story, but the entire time, he's like, no, I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. I wouldn't recommend anyone do this. Like, this was a terrible decision on my part. I would never tell anyone else to do this. And it's like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, come on, bro. Like... I get it in the sense that, like, it's a lot of hard work and it takes, like, you know, over 70 plus hours a week. I also did the math. And, like, he was making, like, I think from that, he owned the store and he worked in, like, a fairly, like, middle class, like, I guess, I don't mean to say middle class is, like, a negative. I mean to say it, like... He didn't have to spend a whole lot on cost of living. Like, he was making good money, but it's, like, not more than, like, what I would make on my, like, what I do for a living, which, like, really made me just, like, kind of put into perspective, like, would owning a store even be, like, worth it? Other people just ain't built like bro. Yeah. No, I think that was kind of the main takeaway that he was trying to get to, is, like, other people just aren't, like, built the same way. And it's really hard to, like, talk about this without sounding like I'm humble bragging. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is paint the picture that, like, it's not for everyone because, like, it's so much extra work. Like, I work 40 hours a week, and I was, on paper, making more than what this guy was saying he makes from his store for a year. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really know where else to go with that other than, like, it's not a life that's for everyone. Working super excessive hours for, like, a livable wage, most definitely. But then again, I guess that's also kind of what I'm trying to do with streaming. Like, I would definitely make way less money if I did streaming full-time than if I just kept doing what I'm doing right now. But, like, I don't know. I kind of like this and kind of semi-like my job. So, like, I like my job, but it's definitely way harder than this. Okay, so let's just repair this thing so I can wear it in the desert so we can explore the desert a little bit. Retire and go full-time streamer? Well, the problem is that I don't make enough money from doing this to do that, right? That would, like, be the plan, is to basically, like, be able to stop doing this so I can, like, stream full-time. But I think my biggest problem with actually, like, making that goal a reality is just having enough time to actually, like, dedicate to making content not on Twitch. Because I don't think in this day and age you can just get big as a streamer by, like, only streaming and doing nothing else. Unless you, like, really got something special going with your streams, which I do not. Sorry, there's, like, beard hair that's going into my nose, and it's really, like, I don't know. It's really annoying, and I'm trying to, like, fix that. There's someone selling feet pics at home and makes more money than you, more than you'll see in your lifetime. Yeah, that's true too, right? Like there's always a bigger fish, right? Something special. Could I interest you in a hot tub? Bro, I think, like, the thing is that, like, fat guy streaming in a hot tub is funny for one stream, and then, like, everyone's sick of it. I don't think that's something that, like, even if I seriously considered doing it, that I could ever actually, like, make a full-time content commitment. Just play games on your PlayStation and let the fans send you messages. Ah, yes, I can't possibly imagine that going poorly. Yeah, no. Just let the fans send me messages. Just open up Xbox Live messages. Yeah, sounds great. What could possibly go wrong? Works well for this other bearded man. Look, he's a much bigger creator for a good reason, all right? He could tolerate it. I am a little potato. I cannot handle people being mean to me for extended periods of time. Like, it's funny a few times when chat's roasting you, but when it's a full stream of it, like, oh my god. I don't know, man. I'm really glad that I have... Alright, so we are just going to explore the desert, because we can. We're gonna comb the desert, chat. How many people in here have seen Spaceballs? Alfredo Einstein got our roast numbers off stream to condition him. Look, I've learned my lesson, all right? Like I've learned that, like, I definitely have a limit to when it comes to being roasted. Like, I think what I've learned about myself is that, like, I can handle, like, some light roasting. I can even handle some heavy roasting. My problem isn't any of that. It's consistent roasting. That's my biggest problem. When it feels like every time I hang out with a certain person, that's the only thing we do is roast me, that's kind of where I start to draw the line. Like, that's where it's like, it's maybe a bit much. Like, we get it. We get it. Which, you know, makes you really wonder why I even stream at all, when that's all half of the people in here do. But, no, I love my community. I'm definitely guilty of it too, though. Like, going over the top sometimes with roasting someone. I can definitely agree to that. Oh, no, not Robin Quills. No, 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 don't see me, don't see me. These things suck. Especially, there's 3 of them here. Greyhound. Harriet, Tubby Man, make me chuckle. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at this. I mean, if I could upgrade my my thing to the last point for the catch rate thing, I think I'd be in a very happy spot. What are these? What is this? How is it 1% on a back hit? Yeah. Oh god, am I gonna have to fight like 100 of them? We should probably just get off. Tyler the Equator. Well, you know, I wasn't really up here to just, like, fight and kill a bunch of these. I was kind of, like, actually up here to, like, catch some of them, but, I guess this is happening now. Cold? It's the desert. What do you mean cold? Alright, well. I guess I'll fly back. Deserts are cold at night. But, like, come on. You're built like a deep breath is such a, like, passive-aggressive one. I'm literally almost dead from this, by the way. Okay, fine. We'll grab this egg. No, come on. I don't even know where this robin quill that has a broken bone is, by the way. Maybe I should just, like... How many robin quills do I have here? Well, here, let's fix your damn bones. What is happening? Oh, it's because you're in my way. Get out of here. Okay. Fine. We are going to come all the way over here. Oh my god, I don't like how his body's like going limp like that. Can you, like, please let me give you this? What is happening? Why is it not letting me, like, do anything with him? No. We're gonna keep doing this until it works. Oh my god. So annoying. Alright, I guess this robin quill's just gonna have a fractured bone forever. Look, as much as I don't like robin quills, this is not a fate that I'd wish on them. We're gonna be here all stream then. Alright, fine. We'll just put a different robin quill out. Because I guess that's quite literally all I can do. How many can I make? Alright, so... Oh my god. How are these ones done? Oh, I guess these weren't large eggs. How's everyone's, day, or I guess, how did everyone's weekend go? Anyone do anything fun? Does anyone else here play Pokemon Go, by the way? Because I don't want to be, like, just on my stream, just, like, talking about it frantically if, like, no one else here even plays. Are they all dead? No, there's still this one that's stuck up here somewhere. I'm gonna say, I wonder what it is. Oh, I had the wrong gun equipped. I wonder how long that one's gonna stay there for. Oh, there's a shiny.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. So we'll catch this shiny. Or lucky, I guess we should call it. How is that not killing it, by the way? Holy. Oh, they actually just, like, straight up despawn. Just actually straight up despawn out of nowhere. Okay. Man, this was actually a pretty... Like, now that, like, I kind of know a little bit about base building and stuff, this was actually such a terrible place to build a base. Like, look at it. Like, half of it's not even, like... unusable land. Like, if I had just put the base, like, 10 feet north of where I'm standing, like, it actually would have so much more space in it to put stuff. To be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that we have this massive tower here, I would have abandoned this base already. Actually, just, like... not worth the time. Can be sold for a high price. See, now what I don't know is, wait, what are these used for? Okay. Used in the creation of high-quality palladium? I didn't know that. Oh, wait, hang on. I was supposed to drop you off here. Alright, supposedly this is, like, goated. I don't actually know what it does, but supposedly it's goated because it's purple. I have to imagine if it's purple, it's probably goated. Alright, so let's go back to the desert. Also, how has it been another 40 minutes already? I feel like I just had an ad break. But, I'm just gonna be flying around the desert, so you won't be missing much, but there's an ad break, so, give me, like, a minute, guys. Okay. And of course, that also... I should probably mention when I talk about ad breaks, that really only applies to the Twitch side, not to the YouTube side. because not even close to monetization on that yet. I think you need 500 subs, and I'm at 352 as the time of this recording. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, though, to help me get there, but... Ads are always such a, like, interesting time in a stream, because it's like, do I make the content interesting for the people that were generous enough to subscribe to the channel? Do I do nothing differently? Or do I... Or do I try to make it as little content as possible happening so that people can feel like they're not missing anything? Oh, I was already here once. Finding a silver key is kind of goated. I don't know how you're supposed to find, like, the... like, gold and other type of keys in this game. That chest was, in the most random place. Oh, the chests in this game spawn randomly. Like, I've had them spawn on top of my pal beds in my base before. Which I don't think they're supposed to spawn in your base, but... but I also think that there's something just kind of funky going on with the, with the way that things are, set up. Oh god, please, just don't be hostile. I hate how every time I see a giant, like, tribe of, a giant tribe of, robin quills, it's always as I'm low on stamina. So, like, I couldn't run away if they decide to turn and start attacking me. Which is, of course, rather unfortunate. I wonder if these trees give you any kind of different wood than, the trees I usually get wood. Why do you and Robin Quills have beef? So very early in the game, the Robin Quills are very much like a stat check, because they're, like, in places at a higher level than, like, they're supposed to be, and they're very aggressive, so every time they see you, they instantly aggro. And so now I'm later in the game, and they're still Robin Quills. Granted, they're much lower level, comparatively speaking, to, like, where I'm at now versus, like, when I first ran into them. Because I think they were, like, in the, like, low 20s. When I first ran into them. And now they're, and now they're in, like, the... But, you know, they were in the low 20s while I was, in, like, the low 10s, early teens. So, like, quite a drastic change. But now they're level 34 and stuff, and I'm 43. So, like, I could probably take them. But now that 3 of them spawn at once... I should also say that Robin Quills also have a, especially at that point in the game, have a very annoying attack that's like a really big AoE spread that if you don't know how to avoid, which if you're early enough in the game, you probably don't know how to avoid, can be very hard to play around. So that's why I don't like Robin Quills. Because they are a very annoying early game thing to fight. Dune Shelter. So is this the village, or is this... Oh, wait, this might actually just be a village. Sick. Wait, is there a thingy? There is a thingy. Oh, dude, sick. They're a skill issue. Exactly. That is exactly right. Alright, do you have anything to say to me? Just make sure you don't go against the boss. The boss is a kind man to those who obey. He's even got the IPDF protecting us. There's a lot who thank him for that. He keeps the peace around here. But the boss is always around the tower with his officers. Wonder what they're doing in a place like that. Oh, so the boss here of this town, Marcus controls... So, okay, so what they're saying is that the dude that we have to go and fight is the guy who, like, owns this town or something. Before you came, don't you think you have to... Don't think you can have your run of the place just because you're a traveler? You keep your P's and Q's. Mind your P's and Q's, what? Who are these bargain brand of RoboCops? That's the IPDF is like the police in this game. They're the ones that if you like attack civilians or you go to the animal sanctuaries, they'll just attack you. Okay, so he's just saying what the other dude was saying, but... Alright, so first off, sell. We want to sell these and this. I mean, to be honest, I can sell all of this course ammo, because I'm probably never going to use it, but... Oh, I should probably do this. My inner GTA 5 Enjoyo would have a beef with those guys. It would be on site. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's basically, like, what they are. Like, when you do something you're not supposed to in this game, you basically get a GTA wanted meter. Like, no joke. You literally get a GTA wanted meter. I'm gonna say, does anyone have ammo? Okay. Oh, you can actually just straight up buy a musket from him. Can you buy my course ammo for any different? Pokemon who? Palworld has it all. Yeah, for real. Oh, wait, did I... Wait, what did I just buy? Okay, I did buy the right thing. I'm like, did I just buy this? I almost certainly don't need a musket at this point in the game. Alright, this is a PAL merchant. I can just straight up buy Robin Quills. Okay. I mean, I think I did go on, like, a bit of a catching spree, so I could probably start selling some of these. Some of these things that, like, I've caught, like, a bunch of. Like, like this thing. Alright, let's just see. I am mostly doing this so I can get some money. And the main thing I'm looking for those who, like, don't know what I'm doing, I'm mainly looking for ones that have, like, a red passive skill on the bottom right, or no passive skill at all. And those are the ones that I decide to sell. If I needed more money, I probably would sell ones that, like, don't have a gold one. Like, anyone that was just, like, a normal passive skill. I swear I did this once before, but... Boom, 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 boom. This one looks really strong. For a town where the police own shit, if the cops really wanted to lower crime, they wouldn't let the merchants sell gun ammo. Or just pals that can literally murder other people. You know what I mean? Like, the whole idea that you can just, like, sell these animals just openly on the street is kind of wild. Wait, is this the one that I have been, like, boosting up? Yeah, that is the one I've been boosting up. I don't want to sell that. Wow, I didn't have any of those with a bad ability. Palworld is Pokemon if Pokemon were to do PG-13. Yeah, basically. I mean, I kind of get that, yeah. Oh, I don't want to sell the... Man, holy, look at this one. This shillet's like, stacked. What the hell? I also do need to be careful that I'm not, like, selling pals that could be ground up into a bigger, better pal. Because what I'd rather do there is, like, grind them up to, like, make something super strong. Like, Lunaris, I think, might be actually, like, a good pal. Guys, when I was playing Pokemon this weekend, I was literally calling the Pokemon pals. Because I've been playing this so much. I know that it's freezing, but hold on. My body can handle it. Actually, I don't want to sell these things, because I can grind that up. And I don't really feel like... Okay. You've been playing the superior game, it's understandable. Yeah, something like that. Where did I come in from? Oh, here. 2KOX hype? No, that's not the game. It's 2XKO. Come on. Or 2 Xerox's knitting outfits, as I've been calling it. Two KOX. Sounds funnier. It's just such, like, Project L was such a good name. There was literally zero reason to change it. I don't know why they changed it. Other than, like, Project L, the name got leaked. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't think that was the case. If LOR had to die so we can get 2 XKO sooner, I'll take it. I mean, I don't think that's what happened. Genuinely, I don't think that's what happened. Oh, we should also see how far I am from this. I need 10 more. You know, people said Valorant was a dumb name and then it got announced. No, Valorant's a fine name. Valorant is not a dumb name. Valorant is literally, like, one name, Okay, I feel like I need to take the eggs away from them, though. Otherwise, they're just gonna eat them all. I think Valorant was a fine name. Valorant is a pretty good name. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Valorant's a dumb name at all. Actually, you know what we should probably do? We should probably have it, like, closer like this. People prefer Project A, at that time, too. Oh, was it called Project A? Well, here's the thing, is that Project L, I feel like, has more relevance as a fighting game, just because of, I don't know how many of you guys used to play Super Smash Brothers, but there was a mod for Super Smash Brothers Brawl that was called Project M, which was basically, the idea was to make Brawl function more like Melee, so it was Project M. So there was already, like, kind of precedent for, like, a fighting game to have, like, that kind of naming structure. Just it was never, like, an official name. But that is also why I could understand why they changed it. I'm still waiting to 1v1 Melee. I mean, it just requires me to, like, set up an emulator and stuff. Which I feel like I'd want to, like, play a bunch of GameCube games if we were going to do that, you know? Not just Melee. Like, obviously, I don't mean, like, play a bunch of games with you. I just mean, like, play a bunch of, like, GameCube games in general. Okay, what we should probably try to do is get this legendary metal helmet made. Oh, I need a lot of ingots. Holy. So I just need... Oh, wait, this is just a metal helm. This isn't even, like, the refined one. Oh, maybe I actually don't care about this. Well, Slippy is just for Slippy, but I can't pass you a regular dolphin, but I can pass you... I can't pass you a regular dolphin emulator? You're saying that you can't do it? You can, okay. I was like, that's a really weird thing to say. Why can't you pass me an emulator? I feel like people get, like, confused about my stances on emulators just because I feel like every time I bring it up, there's always, like, one lurker who's never said anything in my chat that just, like, randomly calls me out on something that doesn't make any sense. But, like, the issue is not that I, like, think that pirating games is, like, some, like, modern age sin or anything like that. My issue is that I don't want to ever partake in it, which is why I try to make sure if I am going to use an emulator or anything like that, it's for a game that I do physically own, because then it's more like game preservation and storage. Which is, you know, a legitimate reason to use emulators, right? Is like, I have this physical game, but maybe like my copy got like screwed up, so I want to have like something to be able to keep. It will only play Project L or whatever it was called now if they have Diana, Leona, or Rel. Well, I thought Leona was already like one of the confirmed characters, wasn't she? Does anyone have a list of like all the confirmed characters? Alright, bro, I don't know what to do about these stupid birds. Because there's always only 2 of them that are depressed all the time. And I literally don't know how to fix it. It's lesbians. Yeah, imagine just playing all lesbians. Alright. I need to find something else that can carry things back and forth that isn't a flying creature. I mean, I guess, like, there's not that much wood that I could probably just put grizz bolts down and just hope that they actually do things. Wait, what was this thing? I swear there was... oh, it's this. Ari's gonna be a range spam. I'm calling it now. Oh, I bet. Watch numbers 2xKO be Ari. Look, it is pretty 50-50 when I start a game. If I am going to be the jack of all traits, master of none, or if I'm just gonna hard commit to a bit of picking one thing and just, like, being, like, god tier at that one thing and nothing else. Like, Pokemon Unite, for example. I don't know how to do much of anything in Pokemon Unite, but I play a really mean Pikachu. Because I just chose to one-trick the shit out of it. But then, like, Heroes of the Storm, I could play, like, not to, like, a high competitive world, but I at least knew how to play every champ. Like, I at least knew how they all functioned and knew how to play them. So it's just like, you know, it's 50-50. So we'll have to see when we get there. What if they release Nico? Oh, I'll play Nico too. Don't worry, I will not exclusively one-trick a singular thing if they give me multiple things to one-trick. The other thing I like about this base location is I don't think a raid can even get to me, unless it's, like, only the flying raid. I don't like tag fighters, but I'll I'll make myself like them for Project L. I'm gonna be honest, that almost makes it worse. Now that I know that that's just like a thing they do with all their games, is they announce it under one name and then have like a reveal for the new name. That actually just kind of makes it worse. Especially when they make it something dumb. Like, the problem with 2XKO is the exact same thing that was wrong with my username on Twitch, X795. It's like too many disconjointed letters that don't make a whole ton of sense on their own. So it's like kind of hard for people who aren't like already in the know to like remember it, even if it's only 4 characters. I don't even think you guys can get to my base from here. I literally don't think you guys will get there. Just because no one else in the history of raids has been able to do it. Right, gives us the name of what they call that shit during early development first. Yeah, no, for real. It's literally how it works. Which doesn't make any sense. Like, other than to try to, like, build hype for it. I'll be honest with you, like, people complain about LORs, like, marketing or whatever. I think the real issue is that Riot, like, got a ton of success off of League of Legends and just don't know what good marketing is, like, outside of that. Like, maybe this is a hot take, but I genuinely don't think they know how to market. It works out for them because they're just such a big company now that it's like ends up becoming one of those like too big to fail situations, right? Where like everyone knows the name, but like I don't know. I seriously have doubts if that company actually knows how to market things. I've seen that too. Riot struck gold with their first thing, so they never learned how to like do basic business things. That's what I mean. Like, obviously it's working. Whatever they are doing is working for them, considering like how massive of a company they've become, like even since League. But like, I don't know. If Project A was Valorant and Project L is 2XKO, where is Project B? B through I. Well, you see, that's the neat part. Is there isn't any. Okay, I need milk, and I need tomatoes, and I also need to get that cow. And also, Sleeper, to your point of like, you know, the marketing for it is. For the game is going crazy right now. I think you have to keep in mind that like they're doing a lot of like top funnel marketing right now before the game's even like done. But like watch like if the game doesn't do as well as they thought it would, they'll just stop putting money towards it. That's literally how the company works. Oh, there was something I was going to do while I was here, but I got distracted by the raid. I never saw anything about other Riot Forge games. Yeah, like, from their main channels, like, it just feels like you don't ever see it, right? If the game does well, yes, I agree. It just never gets old seeing Zawabi. just stroll across my screen. I learned what Riot Forge was when you played the Silas game. Yeah, like, they did, like, a few tweets about it. And that was basically it. A few tweets. The question is, well, I think also a lot of that was they were hoping that, like, the developers of the games that they were making would do a bit more of the heavy lifting on the marketing side, because, you know, it is technically their game and Riot's just a publisher. But being the publisher, they do, like, need to, actually make it, like, a presentable, marketing strategy. I don't want them eating the eggs first. Is fighting a niche genre? I mean, like, yes and no. Like, the concept of fighting games is not niche, but in, like, reality, like, the amount of people that actually, like, play and watch fighting games. I think the thing about fighting games is that it's pretty easy to, like, understand what's happening, because there's a health bar on the top of the screen and there's two people punching each other. It might not be easy to follow, like, the exact semantics of what's happening on screen, but at the end of the day, you can, like, get the gist by, you can get the gist of, like, who's winning just by, like, looking at the screen. You know what I mean? And that's, like, the same deal with shooters, is, like, someone's, like, going around and they're not dead, they're doing well. Someone's going around and every time they're on screen, they last a few seconds and die, they're doing poorly. It's, like, much harder to tell in, like, card games type stuff, or, like, any turn-based thing, what's happening. Which you would think wouldn't be the case because of, like, you know, you have time to process, but it's just, like, boring to watch. There's not as much action, so, like, that's why fighting games are, like, a bit of an easier watch. There are massive communities, but ultimately not a lot of people play them consistently. Yeah, people definitely buy the game and will drop it. So if it's the free-to-play fighting game, yeah, I don't know. When they consistently spend money, Riot's happy. Yeah, that too. You know what? I'm just gonna eat an egg raw. I can't see that possibly being bad for my character. Oh, also, I should put something... We should make a few more of these, actually. And people can't do that, they will quit. Fighting games really make you look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, maybe I suck. And people can't do that. I know I can't do that. Thought League, said the same thing. Okay, I want to go out into the world and explore, but... You know what, maybe what we'll do is we'll just fight the Mama Rest again. Just to get some, like, XP going. League, makes you look in the mirror and go, all the other 9 players suck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Beacon, move out of the way. At least card games, you can blame RNG. Yeah. Fighting games, you can't really blame RNG much. DFT makes you blame RNG too. Yeah. Fighting games, I mean, you can blame a lot of things, but it's never valid. No, you can blame, what's the thing that fighting game players always complain about? Networking, right? That's the big thing that they always complain about. But it's like a specific thing for networking. It's always a specific thing for networking that they always complain about. And I can never remember what it is. Like, I know that Dragon Ball Fighter Z players have been screaming about this for years. Netcode. Netcode. Yes, 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 that's it. People blame that all the time, so I just assume that must be a valid thing to complain about.
Yeah.
COVID saved fighting games for real? Really? Japanese devs were going to refuse to use rollback till the end of time. Okay, yeah, so can you, like, explain what the difference with, like, netcode and rollback and all that stuff is? Because I know literally nothing about it, but I see people scream about it every time I even attempt to look into, like, fighting game community stuff. Like, I know literally zero about it. Competitive Smash players scare me. Never knew how much frame data mattered. Oh, yeah, no. Smash Bros. Is definitely one of those games that you need good networking. And the problem is that Nintendo's networking is always ass. I don't know how that company can be as large as it is and always just have, like, garbage internet. Every console, every system they've ever had, the internet's always ass. It doesn't matter. What is wanting to fight me? Oh, I can run from that. I just don't understand. Like, how is that company so big and can't fix their networking shit? Rollback basically predicts the future. Nintendo knows they established an undying franchise. They can literally afford and profit off half-assing stuff. Yeah, but I mean, for how long? Like, I mean, look at Palworld. Literally, like, encroached on the one territory that they thought they could sue anyone into oblivion for, only to find out they literally can't sue them into oblivion. Delay-based just delays your input incoming to keep the connection in sync. Interesting. So rollback is like, it will like try to predict that you're doing a certain input or something. And like, if the connection is really weak, it will like just do a certain action or something. Palworld gonna make them get off their ash and cook Gen 10, right? I hope so. Like, I haven't played... I don't know. Would you guys be interested in a stream if I, like, played, like, Pokemon, what is it? I think I stopped after Gen 6. So it would be Gen 7 through 9. Would those be interesting streams? Actually, I never truly played through all of Gen 5 either. I kind of skipped 5. So I didn't play Black or White, or Black 2 or White 2. XCOM stream or We Riot. Look, we'll do an XCOM 2 stream again sometime. Actually, I technically... So I beat XCOM 1, and then I bought the DLC, not realizing that, like, the DLC would only be available on a new playthrough. So I never really experienced the XCOM Enemy Unknown DLC. Also, I'm gonna have to, like, move. Back over there. Black and white games are pretty solid stories. Yeah, that's what a lot of people... that's what a lot of people, have said. The problem is I just don't know if I have the patience to sit through another Pokemon story again. Like, I feel like most of the time that I'm playing Pokemon games, I'm just sitting there spamming the A button as they're trying to talk. Dude, this is getting real bullshit that every time I'm in the desert, it becomes nighttime. What level are these things? Do people still hate the Hawaiian ones, or was that a trend? I think the hate for Alolan died after Sword and Shield came out, and they literally announced that they were not going to include every single Pokemon in the games anymore, and like half of the animations were like absurdly half-assed. Like, they significantly lowered the amount of animations and stuff that each Pokemon had. And like, I think like there's a world where you can say that people blew it out of proportion because like there's also the fact that they added a lot of stuff to that game, but I didn't play it, so honestly, I think that could be a fun stream of just like replaying all the Pokemon games. I think it'd take a while. Well, no, I could probably beat Pokemon 1 in like 4 to 6 hours if I like really sat down and did it, but that's just because I played a ton of that game growing up. Wasn't Gen 7 doing well from the competitive scene? Yeah, I think Gen 7, because Gen 7 had Z moves, and it had Mega Evolutions. And then Gen 8 was Sword and Shield, and they got rid of both of them to only introduce, like, Gigantamax or whatever. Those were the weird dog legendaries that held weapons for some reason. Yeah. Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, and Pokemon Gun. Poor Piplio, that sealed deserved no hate. So, the only thing that I think people hated about Alolan, Gen 7, was that, the beginning of the game was very handholdy. Like, people complain about Gen 6 being handholdy, but I'd almost argue that, like, even though Gen 6 has a lot of handholding, it's, like, at least, like, has a fun, cute story to go with it. Gen 7 is just, you show up on an island and some dude walks you around to literally every part of the island for the first hour and a half of gameplay. Palworld is Pokemon plus GTA. Something like that. No, I just remember when Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. You guys know how, like, they used to always do, like, a third version? They stopped doing that in favor of making, like, remakes for the games. But, they, what is that? Alright, well, let's finish going over here first. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is peak remake. I did like Heart Gold and Soul Silver a lot. Gen 4 of Pokemon was my absolute favorite. And what they started doing after on Gen 3, is Gen 3 would always be a mainline game and then a set of remakes. So you had Sapphire and Ruby, but then you had Fire Red and Leaf Green to show that they were remakes. And then you had Gen 4 was Diamond and Pearl, but then also the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes. And those were really good. I still think I prefer like Diamond and Pearl, and especially Platinum, over Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but they were still very good. Gen 2, the GOAT for real. Yeah, I liked Gen 2. I think my problem is I just don't have as many fond memories of playing Gen 2 growing up. Like, I remember Gen 1, like, adamantly. Like, I played hundreds, maybe even close to 1,000 hours of Gen 1 in my life. But Gen 2, I know I played a lot. I just, like, feel like it wasn't as memorable for me. But maybe that's just because it was, like, the age I was at and not really, like, understanding much. I don't know. I don't know what my deal was there, but I did, oh, there's a thingy there. I can't, like, say anything bad about Gen 2. I love it. I especially love that it's, like, one of the biggest games because you can do all of Gen 2 and then go back and do Gen 1, but... can I also just say a hot take? This is going to probably be a hot take because I know a lot of people, especially friends of mine, will not agree with this. But I think Gen 3 is the worst gen of Pokemon. And I hate the soundtrack of Gen 3. Like, I think I like the songs. I just don't like the, like, way that the, like, music is made on the GBA. I just don't like it. And I know that's a hot take because I feel like everyone loves Gen 3. Like, Gen 3 is a lot of people's favorites. But it's just not... Gen 3 music, goated, bro, don't play. Like, okay, I'll put it this way. I really liked Gen 3 music when it was the remaster, or the remake. So, Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire. Like, when it was redone, when the music was redone on the 3DS, I liked it a lot. I actually did like the music then. I just don't like the way it sounds on the GBA. The best way I can explain it, of why I don't like it, is you know how some people have this thing where, they think that cilantro tastes like soap? That's like what it sounds like for... That's like the equivalent for me with Gen 3 music, especially on the GBA, is that those, like, especially on the intro of the game, actually, if I had a way to pause this, I would, like, show you guys the, like, little, like, trumpet sounding thing for the intro to the game, not Little Root Town, but, like, the like, startup screen. That just sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. Like, that, it just does not sound good. I don't like it, like, at all. Gen 4 is my favorite. Gen 5 had an interesting cast of Pokemon designs, though. You see, I didn't play Gen 5. Like, I actually just straight up missed that gen. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Hopefully I don't get shot. Be right back. Actually, in case I do get shot, Beacon's gonna be at my bodyguard. Okay, we're back. Oh, there's another animal sanctuary. In fact, I should probably just go to it. In fact, while we're, like, out here... Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. Maybe a terrible idea. I think Gen 2 had the best soundtrack, though. I think I agree to that. Alright, let's see. Let's go Pokemon Ruby. Startup music. I don't know what it's called. Okay. This. That, like, the way that sounds... I'm not saying that the actual music is bad. Just the way that it's done on the GBA. It just sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. Where is it? Yeah, you see, like, I just can't do it, man. It's just the way that it's done on the GBA. Like, because I liked it when it was the remake. I really did. That's the sound of childhood right there. If you listen close enough, you can hear the scraping. Yeah, for real. That's what I'm saying. Not much is topping Cynthia's theme. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the soundtrack for, like, when you're fighting Arceus. Like, if you ever, like, hack your game and get the event for that. Or if you just, like, go on YouTube and listen to it. But he has a pretty good theme, too. What the hell is that? What? Dude, this thing is, like, way too strong for me to take on right now. Level 40, whatever. I mean, like, I could probably take one on. The problem is that, like, if two more come up and square up, like, I'm toast. What the hell is that? New slave? But yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else agree with me on the Gen 3 thing? Like the Gen 3 music? Or am I, like, totally in the minority here? It's like, I get it if I am, because so many people loved it. But it's also like, I don't know, dog. It's really hard for me to get behind it when it just sounds like nails on a chalkboard. But no, when it was like a full orchestra done, I liked it. When it was a full orchestra on the 3DS, actually sounds amazing. The GBA, man, I like GBA music. It has nothing to do with me not liking the GBA, like, soundboard or anything. It's just, like, I don't like that. Never played any game outside of Heart Gold. Can't say shit about the soundtracks. Really? You only played Heart Gold? But wait, didn't you say something about Cynthia's theme? She's not in Heart Gold, right? I did finish Sword and Shield. Still can't say shit. Wait, but if you know Cynthia, then you played Diamond and Pearl. Or maybe at least Platinum. I have over 1,000 hours logged in Gen 4. And that's not including the remakes. That's just Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. If you include those remakes, I think I have over 1,500 hours. Cynthia's theme was ringtone worthy. That's fair. It is a pretty banger theme. What the? I just watched playthroughs with my broke ass. That's fair. I don't think I started watching other people play. No, you know what? That's not true. So the reason that I'm so like into the idea of being like a content creator and stuff is like, you know how kids when they were like younger, they wanted to be like a firefighter or they wanted to be like an astronaut or something like that, like something like actually like aspiring and whatever. No. When I was like, 2005, 2006, so I would have been 9 or 10 years old. I was watching YouTube Let's Plays and stuff back when they couldn't upload videos more than 10 or 15 minutes long. And before there was like ads and stuff that would play during the video. Man, it's a wild ride this this platform has been on. But yeah, so I would watch like Nintendo Capri Sun, Chugga Conroy, who else would I watch? There were some other people. I had, like, friends that were trying to do Let's Plays and stuff. Like, a bunch of us tried it. I actually, like, have, like, I can't physically show you anymore because I had to, delete that YouTube account. But, I did make Let's Plays way back in, like, 2006, 2007. Actually, it might have been closer to 2007 to 2008. Soda Poppin'? I don't think Soda Poppin' was around back then. Because, again, this was 2005, 2006 on YouTube. Like, this was well before Justin TV. Like, I didn't even know Justin TV and streaming was a thing back then. I had literally not heard of it until after it had already become Twitch. And I don't even remember how I heard about it then. I think, honestly, like, I didn't really know about Twitch until college. So 2012, 2013, because I'd get into Hearthstone. And I was watching, like, Hearthstone videos on YouTube, and they would talk about, like, watching, watch me live on Twitch play this game. And I was like, oh, what is that? That's actually interesting. When did all of you guys actually hear about Twitch? Like, have you guys always known about Twitch? Or is, like, Twitch a pretty, like, relatively new thing for you? 2008? So that would have definitely been when it was Justin TV. Damn, really? Hey, I was just watching deck profiles to net deck for Dueling Network. Yeah. I mean, I didn't do that for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I didn't even know Dueling Network existed back then. But I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time. My Sword and Shield team was weird. Tell me how my best mon was a Hitmonchan, bro. I didn't even realize Hitmonchan was in that game. Did you, like, just pull up your 3DS? If you did, you should definitely post screenshots in the Discord. We have a whole Pokemon section and everything. Dueling Network was lit. Imagine being able to play whatever deck you wanted for free. Well, I think that was my thing, is that, like, I just wasn't that, like, knowledgeable back then. Dueling Network was the shit. Ruling arguments were common, though. Oh, yeah, I bet. And, I hate confrontation, so I don't think I would have lasted very long. Not without getting pub stomped every time I log in. Yu-Gi-Oh wording be like Resident Sleeper. I mean, also, they were a bunch of card gamers, so they didn't read. You know? I do need to play more Pokemon Unite. We might be playing that this week. Like, I've been trying to think about what I want to play after I beat Palworld at least once. Like, get all the towers and whatever. I mean, the hope would be that by then they put out new content. But in the event that they don't, man, look at that texturing though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro had the rulings already in it. But Dueling Network never needed a download, and they brought it back as Dueling Book. Gotcha. And this here is why I switched from the big spheres to this. Oh, and sick, never punished. We got one back. Are these serpents? Oh, it is a serpent. Oh, interesting. Look at that. If I did do a Pokemon stream, by the way, if I did Pokemon streams, like of the actual game, would you guys rather it just be like a playthrough of the main game? Or would you rather like me like catch them all? You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to play like original Pokemon Red, would you rather I like go out of my way to 100% it? I think in like a game like Pokemon Red and maybe even Pokemon Gold and Silver, it would probably take like a stream or two, but it wouldn't be like the end of the world. A Nuzlocke? I just don't like Nuzlocks, honestly. Like, I understand why people do it. I understand why people like watching it. I just don't think with how I like playing games, it'd be very fun for me. So I probably won't do a Nuzlocke unless I'm, like, desperate. The thing that's worrying me... I was a certified judge for real after all the Dueling Network. I mean, when you say a certified judge for real, you make it sound like you actually were certified, but I think what you mean is that you just, like... were, like, you knew the rules enough that you could have been a judge. That's what I think you mean, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Adobe Nut, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How you been? I may as well have been. Yeah, you see, I know you so well, dude. I've been pogging. Oh, yeah? How so? Last time I saw you, you had a 9-inch beard. Oh, yeah, that's right. I grew that beard out for the Renaissance Fair. On my Instagram, I have pictures of it. And after that, I was like, this is too much work, and I shaved it. If you want to see pictures of that, they are on my Instagram. I think ! Insta, because I'm kind of trying to make sure that I don't die in the cold here. I got a 10K raise. Marriage life is wonderful. and I'm enjoying MTG. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. If I remember right, I think you were a teacher when we last talked, but maybe that's changed or was never the case and I am just remembering poorly. Either one could honestly be true at this point. I was a teacher. Okay, I do remember right. So does that mean you got a 10K raise as a teacher, or did you move into, like, a completely different field? Also, if I'm asking way too many personal questions, you are more than welcome to, not answer them. I just, like, figure if we're talking, I might as well ask. It was a good-ass beard. It was a good beard. My only... Okay, so here's the thing. Especially braided, I loved the way it looked. I actually thought that the beard looked really good. Especially when I, like, braided it and stuff. My only complaint with it is it was so hard to maintain. It was so hard to maintain. And that made it, like, really hard to, And I made it just really hard to, like, want to keep it when it felt like I was struggling. Teaching sucked ass and nobody should do it. Yeah, I have family that are teachers, and I've heard that many times. Funny enough, that's a common trend I hear from a lot of people that are teachers. Then I didn't want to do that, and now I'm an account programmer at a call center. I am 10,000% less stressed. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's one of those professions I would not wish upon my worst enemy. What the hell? Oh, these are decal guns. When I quit teaching, I had random teachers whom I've never spoken to come to my classroom to congratulate me. To congratulate you, bro. Teaching sucked ass and nobody should do it. The sad part is someone has to do it. Yeah. Well, if they just paid teachers a reasonable amount for the stress they have to go through, it might not be that bad. But the fact that they get paid, like, in Russian rubles in America, like, it really doesn't make it a desirable field to go into, you know? I got paid a lot for a teacher and it wasn't worth it. I mean, at least you, like, got, like, paid a lot. I know I've heard of teacher salaries as recently as, like, 2 or 3 years ago. Teacher salaries being as low as, like, 35K a year. Which, like, I think even in, like, you know, smaller areas, that's a pretty hard wage to live off of. That's, like, kind of over minimum wage, I think. That's true, though. Teaching in America sounds crazy. Metal detectors and shit. I worked in a wealthy district outside of DC, so it was literally best case scenario, and it still sucked. It still sucked ass. There's part of me that wants to transfer to a dead retail store. What? Why? Why would you want that? I mean, like, I think at this point, like, in my life, I like the engineering that I do. I like, you know, the company I work for. I like the employees that I work with and stuff. My issue is just, like, if I had the choice, I'd rather do this, like, every day of the week. Like, if this, for some reason, blows up and I'm making, like, more than I'm making at my current job, 100% just switch and do this. Would not even hesitate on that decision for a second. The problem is, like, this is just, like, so hard. Not, okay, here's the problem. Doing this right now isn't the hard part. This is the fun part of the job that I like doing. The hard part of the job is the, like, actually getting seen and noticed and, like, making content that people want to watch, right? Like, that's the part that is hard and sucks. Because turns out, it's actually really hard to make good content. Who knew? Did you see the controversial Asmon video saying streaming has to be the most draining job? The thing is that I don't think that's, like, super controversial. I think it's just, like, people don't, like, I think probably when you get to, like, Asmongold's size, you're, like, wealthy enough you can offload a lot of it to other people to do things for you. Like, you know, having video editors and stuff, but then you're basically an employer. You know what I mean? What is going on with this beacon? He's literally in the wall. Okay, I don't actually know what's happening with this other one, so we're just gonna do this. It's a catch-22. No, you'd need to stream full-time to pop off, but you can't stream full-time until you pop off. Well, the thing is that the weird way to pop off when streaming is to just, like, be on a platform that has better visibility and better, like, discoverability. So, like, posting clips and long-form content to YouTube, basically. Which I don't have time to do because I don't do this full-time. So, in a way, you're right with the catch-22 thing. I fully believe streaming is a 16-hour day job until you are at, like, 1K viewers. Yeah. And even then, like, look at, like, XQC and stuff. He's literally still streams, like, 16-hour days. I mean, not 16 hours, but, like, you know what I mean. I did not see that, but I love Asmongold. I usually agree with him, so if he explained the full take, I'd probably get it. I don't think that I agree with Asmongold all the time, but I do watch enough of his clips about stuff that, like, doesn't matter. Like, for example, like, the, like, blindfolding person, like, that's not, like, a thing that actually matters at the end of the day. Like, some, like, rando online, like, faking a blindfolding stream, like, who gives a shit? The post-stream work is immense. Yeah. You want controversy about streaming versus regular job? Look at this one. Oh, Leffen? Oh, God. I don't know if I want to look at a Leffen tweet. I sold my body and soul to make that money. You think you had to love and respect every shitty job you do for money? I'd rather flip burgers at McDonald's if it paid the same amount. Interesting. Leffen speaking for character he doesn't play. Oh, okay. I don't care about the rest of this. I mean, like, you know, it's all about, like, mentality, too. Like, there's people who, like, would, like, kill for their dream job, right? So, you know, like, some people are just, like, where did I spawn? Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, right. I was going to try to finally clear this part off because this is bugging me. This, like, random, like, unknown spot here. Oh, and also, this was a good idea because there's 2 of these things. Hold on. I do think Asmongold has funny content, like, especially the ones where his video editor with the, like, calling out the one dude on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw that clip, but that was actually pretty funny. His editor does do good work, but that's kind of what I mean, right? Is that, like, me at my stage, I would have to do all of that stuff myself, which I have been. Like, making those, like, shorts takes, like, an hour each day. And that's just, you know, for, like, a few thousand views that result in, like, 2 or 3 more subscribers each time, maybe. That's if people are willing to hit the subscribe button. Maybe saying, streaming streaming Ultimate for 16 hours a day is worse than just flipping burgers or bagging groceries. And I mean, I think that, like, that's definitely a view that would depend on if, like, he actually has any kind of experience doing that. Like, did he ever work at, like, a retail-type store? You know what I mean? Like, if he, like, grew up doing that, and he thought that was just much easier than doing the Smash Bros. Stuff, like, I think that's well within his right that he can think that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that opinion. I think if he's saying that just because he inherently thinks that that's an easier job and doesn't actually know, like, anything about it other than that it pays minimum wage, I can see why people would be upset about someone like that saying something like that. Because, you know, it's like someone who actually does do that type of thing for a living. Maybe not, like, specifically flipping burgers or bagging groceries, but, like, one of those more labor-intensive, like, retail-type jobs. And then seeing someone like him try to, like, say, like, your job's so easy, if I could do it and get the same pay, I would. Like, hey, I don't know, that's kind of like a stupid statement, because I think if anyone could make the same amount of money for half the amount of work, they do it in a heartbeat. But, like, some people are also fine being mind off mode. Yeah, no, like, I worked at a grocery store for 7+ years. Like, there definitely were days where, like, you could just sit there and, like, be very, like, mindless about what you do. But then there's times when, like, you very much cannot be, and you have to, like, really engage with other people and kind of, like, have a brain for half a second. So, you know, it's like, it all depends on context. Like, I don't know if Leffen is the type of person who's ever worked one of those types of jobs and knows what it's like and actually has experience on both sides. If he does, then, like, okay, yeah. If he doesn't, then he's just saying it because he thinks that the flipping burger thing is, like, a very trivial task without ever having done it himself, then, like, okay, maybe that's, like, maybe I can see the issue there. I'm very much the type of person that, like, I don't like to talk about or, like, even make comments about stuff that I have zero experience with. Like, zero life experience means that I probably don't have a valid opinion that matters. But, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I guess also that's just another example of, like, drama that's, like, not real drama. Like, okay, this Smash Bros. Streamer thinks that fast food work is, like, mind-numbingly simple. Like, okay. I mean, whatever, I guess. There's way more reasons I hate Leffen than his opinion on fast food joints. Let me promise you that. I think what you need to do for Refuel is find a new category and network like crazy. Oh, you mean for, like, streaming? I think my biggest issue is just, like, uploading stuff I do to YouTube. Honestly, I think legitimately that is, like, the majority of my problem. I think that especially if I had done it, like, when I first started, like, either streaming in general or just streaming this game, and just, like, uploaded weekly or weekly or bi-weekly, I think I would, like, actually have a bit of an audience. Especially with, like, some of the early Palworld stuff. I think I had good content in the beginning. I probably could have just, like... The problem is just the problem that I've been saying, is I just don't have time. Like, if I want to stream like this, as many hours as I do, then I have to put in these hours, right? And I have a full-time job I have obligations to as well, so... That's why it's just, like, hard to just be like, yes, I should just do this one thing. Because I honestly don't think, like, just streaming and nothing else is the correct path for me. Because I don't have interesting and engaging enough, like, content to warrant getting big off of it. Really depends on what the goals are. How do variety streamers get big? by having viral content that goes live that then someone like just likes them as a person and they get big. Like they literally no one is getting big off of viral streaming, like or variety streaming by just streaming. All the people that you see that variety stream that are big have been it's either back when there wasn't as many people that were watching or streaming. So like, you know, kind of going back to like the days of like Justin TV or like early YouTube. Or they make content on other platforms that has better discoverability, like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, etc. People usually get big off one game and then move to a variety. Yeah, like, obviously if it's someone who's, like, well-known in a game and they get a big enough audience, like, people will move over and watch them play other stuff. Like, look at Pokimane. She, like, started off as, like, a League of Legends streamer and pretty much only did that. And she wasn't even, like, I don't think she was, like, a challenger-level type player. But she just, like, had good, interesting content to watch, and she was, like, one of the few people that was doing it consistently enough, because she was in high school when she started it. And now look at her. But also, like, you also have to keep in mind that, like, the people that got big then, the other thing to keep in mind, yeah, I'll wait for the ad to end. I'll wait for the ad to end to keep talking about the thing we are talking about. Smile. Also, caps lock. Lamau. I said, like, you could also say back then, my work requires me to talk in all caps. Like, there's probably some merit to back when Pokimane was streaming, her being a female streamer. And I'm not just saying that in the sense of, like, men being creepy, but also, like, the small amount of, like, females that do watch this type of content probably felt it was, like, a safer audience to be in with, like, a female being the lead in the community. But yeah. Enemy, 0212, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. My work requires me to talk in all caps and use weird abbreviations that leaked into my personal life. Yeah. So what were we talking? We were talking about the, like, how variety streamers got big. I think the big thing to keep in mind is that a lot of variety streamers that are big now got big when the internet was a very different landscape. Because the rules haven't always been the same. Like, back when, in, like, 2008 to 2013 or 14, you probably could get big off of just streaming, because there wasn't as many people doing it. Like, it wasn't as crowded of a space. So the people that were consistent and, like, making interesting streams were able to get big. But now that, like, Twitch has, like, thousands upon thousands of people that stream, and literally, if you want to find a streamer in the League of Legends category that has 10 viewers, it is faster to start by highest number of viewers to lowest than it is to start from lowest number of viewers to highest. So, like, if you start at someone that has, like, 1 million viewers and just scroll down, you'll find someone that has 10 viewers faster than you'll find someone that has, than if you had started at the one. I don't know if what I said just made sense, because I'm, like, kind of half distracted trying to make that coherent thought. I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to say, but... Plus, the gaming industry has also, changed a lot since then. That made no sense to me. Okay, I'll show you. If that didn't make any sense, I will provide an example. So what I'm talking about is if we go... Let's go to... Since I did this as an example, we'll go to League of Legends, alright? And so we're on the League of Legends page right now, right? So we are sorting by viewership highest to lowest. And I want to find a viewer, let's go with 20 views. If I want to find a viewer that has 20 views right now, notice Tyler1 is streaming with 21,000, right? It will be quicker for me to find someone that has 20 views going down this way. We can even try to count the rows if we want, right? So if I count the rows here, actually, I don't really want to count the rows, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So 37 rows gets us to 20 viewers, right? 37. Now let's come back and let's go this way from lowest to highest. So these are people that have one viewer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 37, and we still haven't gotten past people that have one viewer. 37 rows of stuff, and we still haven't gotten past people that have one viewer. I see there's some that are like 4 and 3 that are sneaking in here, but like, you see this is what I mean, is like, if you're someone who's just starting out, you are trekking through all of this before people start to actually notice you. Right? Like, we've gone well past 50, and we still haven't hit 20. We finally hit 20, and it was like double the amount of rows to get here. So that's what I mean, is like, just streaming consistently. It was one thing with a game like Legends of Runeterra, but like, just because like there weren't as many people streaming it, and there were a lot of people that wanted to watch the content, as much as like people like to meme that like dead game, but like back then, like especially in like the early days, like it was a different story. Like you could very much get discovered, and like I'd say that, I mean, right now I have how many viewers watching me play Palworld? 11. Like even in like Palworld, 11 viewers is a lot. It's like what, top like 10% of viewers on Twitch, or streamers on Twitch, have 10 or more viewers at any given time? Because everyone else is less than that. So, LOR was easy, relatively break into. Well, imagine not texting 5 friends to turn your stream on. Okay, you want to know something really funny, Donut? I actually had like that problem where I would tell my friends I was streaming, and literally all of them would just come in and say, well, not all of them, but there were a good majority of them that would just come in and say, Lamau 1 viewer stream, and then leave. Literally wouldn't stay for more than like a few seconds. They wouldn't like they couldn't be bothered to just like leave my stream on in the background. I had 2 friends that would consistently watch my stream. Maybe not like watch, but like at least leave it in the background every time I went live when I first started out. One of which was my mod, BLT, who actually like was the one that encouraged me to play Legends of Runeterra to begin with. But yeah, there were two that would consistently do it. Everyone else would just like point and laugh at how few viewers I had for starting out, and then would leave. So unfortunately, I can speak from experience when I say that just texting 5 people and telling them to watch you does not always result in results. Sometimes people are just assholes. My friends who say that, but then usually lurk. Oh no, my friends would not, and I can promise you they wouldn't, because I was petty enough back then to like go and look at like my viewers, because you can view viewers in the chat to see who is live, and they most definitely were not in the chat. What happened? Wait, why does it feel like something's supposed to be there but isn't? Is it? Am I crazy, or does it look like the map just stopped loading over there? I should probably go to that one instead, actually. Maybe not, though, because it looks like that way the map isn't loading, and I don't know what happens. Look, I love playing this game. I actually think it's quite fun. But, like, it's still got some bugs, man. It's early access, so, like, what do you expect? But at the same time, like, man, does it not feel great sometimes. Especially if I die out here. Palworld got boring for me at level 35. Oh, yeah, it is extremely grindy. It is not always a fun game to play. I will definitely attest to that. It is quite grindy for what it is. Oh god, I'm definitely gonna die out here. 100%. Unless I have a fire type pal, no. Well, hopefully I can get back there pretty quickly. I learned early on in streaming that if you are going to try to get big just by streaming and nothing else, the only way that you're gonna get big is if you choose a category that has a high if you choose a category that has a high viewer to streamer ratio. So if there's more people that want to watch it than there are people playing it, that is how you actually, like, if you were to just do it by streaming. Because then it's just like what I think it was Donut or Martin was saying. You get big in one game. You become like the streamer for that game, or at least a well enough known streamer in that game. That like you get a big enough audience, and then you can start playing other stuff when you have people that will like just watch you do anything. That makes sense. Donut said that. Martin not trying to take any credit for that one. Like, hey, don't let me in there. You need to add the Y to my name. Oh, I'm sorry, Doughy Nut. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry I misrepresented you. I'll strive to be better in the future, Doughy Nut. My apologies. Donut is a much better LOR player than me. Okay, can we talk about that? How, like, there are so many, Okay, you know what? If you're gonna at least take him out for me, I'm fine with that. Oh, wait, hang on. You know what? Okay, can we, like, get out of here? There's so many carb-based LOR players in our scene. Like, what is happening? If there's one game that I can't understand is old school RuneScape. Game looks awful. Well, I mean, like, you know, you kind of have to be, like, cognizant of the time period, right? It was a game that came out a very long time ago. So, of course, it looks like crap, because it's intentionally left with worse graphics. Because the community was outraged when they changed it. Say you weren't 12 in 2006 without telling me you weren't 12 in 2006. Yeah, exactly. I literally played old school RuneScape before it was old school RuneScape. Back when it was just RuneScape, because it had just come out. I played it. My cousin showed it to me, and I'm so sad that I didn't keep my account all these years later. But, like, I didn't think it was going to blow up as much as it did, or, like, be that big. Because I literally had X795 as a username. And from what I understand about, old school RuneScape now is that those 3 or 4 letter, usernames are now, like, in quite hot demand. Like, you can sell those accounts for quite a bit of money. Granted, I don't think one that says X795 would have ever sold for anything. But it's the fact that, like, I would have had one of those usernames. I was a BPAT81. Nice. RuneScape almost ruined my relationship with my parents. See, my thing is that, like, I just, like, didn't have, like, a super great, computer. Or at the very least, I didn't think it was, like, a computer that was good enough for, like, gaming on back then. So, like, I had access to StarCraft 1 and like, PC games and stuff like that. I just didn't really ever play them because I didn't think I had a computer that could, like, handle it. Like, StarCraft 1, The Sims, old school RuneScape. There's this other game that I used to play with my ex called Guns, spelled with a Z. That was a kind of fun game, but then she figured out how to cheat and would just curb stomp me without taking any damage, and it wasn't really very fun anymore. So I was like, can we, like, do something cooperative where we, like, play together? So, like, we went into, like, a match-made game, and everyone was using the same cheat that she found. And I, like, literally couldn't do anything, and also no one... I was the only one that people were getting points off of, because I was the only one that could die. I played Guns, the duel. Yeah. I think that was it. It was a fun game when, like, people weren't just cheating the entire time, but... To me, pre-2006 computers were for Microsoft Word. Yeah, no. I feel that. Alright, eat your bread. Eat your bread and tomatoes. Dude, can you imagine being this poor bird and just getting fed bread and tomatoes? Not like as a sandwich, just like whole tomatoes and loaves of bread. I also said this was like a grinding stream, but so far I feel like most of what I've done is just explored the map. Which I guess is still grinding, because I do need to see what's on the map to be able to know where and how to grind. But yeah. Then I found StarCraft 2 in 2013 and everything changed. I think I was kind of in, like, the same vein. That, like, I didn't really think that computer... Like, because I mostly played on consoles, right? Like, I owned most consoles at the time. And I just, like, never really thought to play on a computer. Like, growing up, we had a few computer games, but they weren't, like, you know, like, super well-renowned computer games by any means. There was this one game that I loved to play, though, as a kid that I think in retrospect wasn't very good. It was Sonic CDR. So it was Sonic, it was like the computer Sonic game, but specifically there was like a racing mechanic for it. And that was super fun. I loved that. Man, looking back, like I was like a way bigger Sonic fan than I grew up to be. Like I was playing Sonic on like the Genesis, even though I really didn't like 2D Sonic just because I wasn't good at it. I don't know about CDR, but Adventure 2 Battle was based. Oh, yeah, I played the shit out of Adventure 1 and 2. In fact, I played Sonic Adventure 2 first, knowing nothing about it, and then went back and bought Sonic Adventure 1, like a year or so later, because that also was ported to the GameCube. And that game was fun, too. I don't think it was as good as Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think anything is as good as Sonic Adventure 2. But, yeah. Yeah, actually, like, a very fun game. Doughy Nut, did you play Sonic 06 at all, by any chance? Or at least know of it? No? Okay. Because I was going to say, if you did play it and you remember it being really bad, I think you're not alone in that. But there's been this dude who, did a fan remaster of most of it. Like, at least the playable levels. Not, like, the overworld stuff. But the playable levels. And they made it so that, like, the game actually functions. And it's actually quite good. I think it's a free download online, too. If you look up Sonic Project 06... actually quite a fun game when it works. I'm getting the majority of my pals from eggs, by the way. What is this thing, a dragon? You know, I feel like as soon as I'm done, like, exploring this map, we should probably try fighting the boss. I say that mostly because I now have 2 Dramontais and a lot more AK-47 ammo. That I think we could do it. Maybe that's how we'll end stream, is I'll try fighting the boss a few times. I hope I can actually, like, do it, though, because I'd be very, very sad if we fight all of, we do all of the, this grinding and stuff, and we still aren't, like, even able to kill the 4th boss. Because, like, this is the thing, right? Like, the bosses are so much stronger than the level you're supposed to be at for the level, right? Like, I feel like around here, we're probably at a pretty good level to be in, like, be seeing a bunch of pals that are, like, 35, 40. But they, but then the bosses are, like, significantly harder. Which just makes it, like, really hard to want to play past level, like, 35. Because, I mean, I was there and I was struggling. Like, I probably, if I wasn't streaming this game, who knows if I would have kept playing it? I probably would have, but I think I would have definitely only played it with other people, like with friends and stuff. Because this game is definitely a whole other animal when you're playing it with friends. Especially if you're playing it with that, like, one friend that just knows how to do, like, base management inventory type stuff. Because that friend is usually goated. And if you don't respect your base management friend, you should reconsider. Because the base management friend makes the game fun and playable for everyone else except for them. Even if they claim they're enjoying it, we all know deep down they would much rather be punching a Mamoress for half an hour. I don't know, I also think that I just kind of like that it kind of hits the itch of what I'd want in, like, a good Pokemon game. Like, I loved Pokemon Arceus. I do probably need to go back and finish that game, though. I don't remember what's happening literally at all, but I remember liking that game a lot. Especially because I love Gen 4 Pokemon. I think, like, we've already had this conversation, but, like, it's worth restating that that is my favorite generation, and I kind of want to, like... Pokemon refuse to age with its audience. Well, yeah, no, I mean, they want their target demographic to be the people that will beg their parents into insanity to buy them merch, right? Like, the sky is falling. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with, like, the rendering. It is quite sus, as the cool kids say these days. Or maybe they don't say that anymore. I don't know, you used to be a teacher. Did you learn any lingo from the kids? Okay, well, we're getting out of here. I don't know if 30 years later they would still be targeting the 10-year-olds. They should be still targeting 10-year-olds. I mean, yeah, if, like, 10-year-olds are still going to be playing... Like, look, my niece and nephew love Pokemon. And they're, like, you know, in that demographic of, like, 7 to 11, right? Like, they love Pokemon. Like, everything that they do is, like, Pokemon-themed and related. So trust me when I say it's still working for them, just targeting that demographic. They don't... And, you know, as long as they make some Gen 1 stuff every now and then to get the you know, millennial boomers back into the game, because those are the only Pokemon they remember from their childhood, they're golden. You know? That's all they need. I graduated, started teaching at 22, and already 9 months after graduating, there was slang I didn't know. How do you do, my fellow gamers? the skateboard. Steve Buscemi. I think that's who that was anyway. I could be wrong. Eat your bread. Gen Alpha? Yeah. Gen Alpha is screwed? I don't know if they're screwed as much as just everything's going to be so much easier for them. Like, imagine not needing to know what Wikipedia is because you can just ask ChatGPT to look it up for you. That's honestly going to be the worst part going forward. Like, the problem is, like, it's obvious that, like, there needs to be some kind of regulation type stuff with AI. I don't even care, like, what portion of it we're talking about. Some form of regulation needs to happen with AI. It can't just keep going off the way that it is now. But there's going to be enough companies that want it to keep going the way it is now that they're going to lobby against it, and then American politics sucks, so, like, it's quite literally almost definitely not going to change. Or at the very least, it won't get better until it gets much worse. Until it gets, like, significantly worse. So, like, you know, kids are literally gonna learn off of ChatGPT and stuff, right? At some point. It's weird thinking 30 years later that the franchise we grew up with would still be alive, but for a different generation. I think that's probably, like, the smartest thing Pokemon could do, though, because I don't know if it'd be sustainable if they just tried to keep targeting, like, the same, like, people, as opposed to just the same age demographic. There was also the phrase, "I'm capping," which came into mainstream right around the time that as Kappa from Twitch made for some awkward moments. Well, I thought, for the longest time, I thought capping was just slang for saying that, like, you're Kappa-ing. Like, I thought that they were literally, like, meant to be, like, a derivative of the other. Because they're basically used in the same sense. Like, they're almost literally used in the same regard. But then realizing that, like, people who don't know anything about Twitch are saying I'm capping. It's wild. I remember Pokemon is at least 20 years old, so it might already be happening. I've also seen teachers include like white font, include Batman in their writing props. So that ChatGPT freaked the F out. Wait, what? Include like white font. Regulations will never happen as long as there is some country elsewhere that allows it. I don't even think it's a matter of that. I think it's so long as there's enough companies that are making money from the way that the system works now. Like, the entire entertainment industry and stuff. Like, why would they want it to change when they can literally hire half the amount of writers and just hire, like, a handful to make sure that what gets printed out isn't actual garbage? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I think they'll need to keep, like, a handful of, like, actual writing staff, but just, like, you know, a, like, very small fraction of what they have now. At least for a while. Maybe eventually they can just hire some, like, accountant to do it. AI will, just 5 times current productivity. Yeah. Yeah, just. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad that I don't really work in an industry that is immediately impacted by it, but who knows, like, in the next 3 to 5 years down the road. Maybe not even that long with the way that AI moves. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of this. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But there's been this theory since, like, I think the 70s or 80s, that like, with the way that technology progresses and advances, there's been a thought process of, like, when will we have sentient AI, right? When will sentient AI actually exist? And I remember hearing this, like, 5 to 10 years ago is when I heard this first. And the answer that was, like, sentient AI will be here in, like, 2031 or something. Ray said 2029, like 50 years. Was it 2029? I thought it was 2031. But yeah, like, and it's so, like, interesting how that model worked. Because that was, like, a whole, like, exponential, like, equation that they, like, used to find that. So, you know, like, the thought is, like, oh, like, you know, 2013 or whatever, it didn't seem like we were ever going to be close to that. But now, here we are, 2024, and it seems like it could happen next year, you know? He's a prophet. Wait, did Alpian say get a master's degree in AI now? Yeah. I feel bad for everyone who's graduating now with a CS degree. Yeah, just change your degree real quick. Exactly. Writing staff? You mean editing team? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of exactly what I mean, right? With the, like, they don't really have to hire people that are as skilled as, like, an old writing team would have been. What direction am I trying to go in? He is a prophet. Everyone else called him crazy. I don't know. Like, maybe at the time, like in the 50s, it definitely seemed like he was crazy, right? Like, because you're talking about, like, someone who, I don't know, what, it was 50 years ago, so that would have been, so it's 2024, let's just round and say 2025, so, 75, right? Yeah, so, like, 1976, 1975, like, I mean, computers were like... I don't even know if computers... If, like, the PC, the personal computer, was even, like, a mainstream thing yet. I don't think computers became, like, widely adapted in homes and stuff until, like, at least the 90s. Maybe, like, early 80s. I don't know, maybe it was 70s, but, like, I don't know, that just goes to show, like, even then, like, it still wasn't, like, a huge mainstream thing. It was, like, some people just had it. And here this man was saying that sentient artificial intelligence would happen by this date, like 60 years in the future. And lo and behold, we're not even there yet, and it's becoming a very real I guess, like, sentient AI isn't becoming a real concern. I don't think anyone's worried about that at the moment, but the fact that, like, the AI we do have is, like, completely reshaping the world. I mean, it's scary stuff. Like, it really is. Okay, I'd rather not die twice out here in the desert of cold. Imagine dying in the desert of hypothermia. Am I right, boys? In 96, less than half of homes had PCs. Okay, yeah, you see? And this dude was doing it in the 70s. He was spouting this stuff. Now, I don't remember if that's the same dude that basically predicted FaceTime, like, 50 years before our smartphones were even, like, invented. I almost said discovered. I feel like discovered is not quite the right term for that. I feel like no one just happened to stumble upon the first smartphone. I'm sure that was a very intentional design. But yeah, I can't remember if that was the same guy or not. I read a crazy CNN article from 96, the BlackBerry. No. This was a dude that literally predicted not only, like, smartphones, but also the FaceTime feature on smartphones. Literally, this dude, like, called this out in, like, the 60s or 70s or something. That was talking about sexting online and if it's cheating. Interesting. I didn't know Star Trek had FaceTime, and that was cool. Well, this was before, like, Star Trek. This was, like... I think this was before that. If someone can find what I'm talking about, just, you know, make sure to ask for permissions before you link it, because otherwise Nightbot will slap you in the face with its big throbbing mod powers, but... And why do I even bother going out and catching pals? I could just do this all day. I looked it up. It was Isaac Asimov. Oh, it was literally the dude who coined the phrase robot? Oh, wow, that's quite interesting. It almost seemed like these people may have been onto something. Who would have thunk? Oh god, not the pyros. They could burn down my beautiful tower. Hold on, chat. Wait. I do need to take care of this. Hold on. This raid must be dealt with.
Ah.
That's not what I meant to do. Also, Doey, now I don't know if you saw our magnificent tower, but allow me to make it daytime and show you the beauty of our of modern technology in this game. Also, there's about to be an ad break, so give me a minute. Communications will become sight, sound, and you will see as well as hear the person you telephone. The screen can be used not only to see the people you call, but also for studying documents and photographs and reading passages from books. Yeah, you see? Like, homie literally is predicting the smartphone. Or, I mean, I guess also he could have just, like, willed it into existence, right? If, like, you think about it that way. Like, because he said it, someone thought that was a good idea and built a thing around that. They're like, hey, what if we actually did this, right? Wouldn't that be wild? Back? Okay, have you noticed the tower? I don't know if we may have glossed over this with all the AI talk, but I spent a lot of time on this, and I want to make sure as many people see it. It's a big-ass tower, yep. I spent quite a bit of time IRL. I did that literally mostly off-stream. And it's not even to the top. That's the best part about it. It's not even to the top of the tower. Or to the top of the skybox. It's not. It's not max height. I don't know if that makes it funnier or lamer. But I feel like it's pretty funny. They ran out of berries. There you go. Make it bigger? Oh, I want to. I just don't want to do it on stream because I don't think it's very fun content to just watch me put blocks down. You know, this isn't Minecraft. Alright, that dude is literally going to die if he doesn't move. Honestly, you know what? No. You're going to come back in here. Because I think I want another one of... You know what? We'll see if you won't stop being depressed. By actually having, like, things to do. Like, move all of the rocks here. Do I have anything I can make? I'm gonna make 100 more of this. There, now you have something to do. Go nuts. Alright, we'll do this. We will go to the 3 bases, and we'll get all the resources we need, and start making sure that they have more stuff to work on. And then we will, after that point, we will, go back Why can I not? Grappling hook. I must go to sleep now. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Alright, well, have a good night doing that. I was glad to see you. I hope to see you again soon. Bro, if I could move you... Oh, I can't move you. Okay. There you go. Pina colada. Why are you hungry? Go eat, asshole. Will you not eat because you're stuck outside of the base? Is that what's happening? Like, you see, I don't see how they could possibly have not eaten in a while when there's literally food with, like, easy access. Who else was hungry and hadn't eaten in a while? Derpy pal. Oh, yeah, no, that one's very derpy. And he makes a very derpy sound when he attacks or does anything. Oh, God. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up all that stuff. Alright, so I'm going to put this ammo, or put this, these ingots back. I am going to, probably buy a little bit more ammo. Because I don't know if 200 something rounds is enough with the assault rifle. And then we'll fight the boss. Actually, I guess technically what I'm going to do first is put all these into the box first. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually use those. You know what I probably should do? We should probably take, like, all but 3 of these. Of each of these. But I don't think I literally need them for anything. I don't think they actually need these to do the planting stuff. So I might as well just, like, sell them at this point. I mean, I really don't think I need my, like, worse gear than what I have now either, but... But also, I don't see a great reason to get rid of it. Also, I don't... Also, I don't think I ever will need the course ammo. But I think it's all for stuff that I don't, use. So maybe we're just better off selling that, too. Like, I literally don't think I have any weapon, nor will I ever have any weapon that needs it. I'm just looking for anything that I have, like, an overabundance of, that, like, I don't really need that much of. And I'm not seeing anything, so let's go sell. To the merchant up here. Where is it? The Dune Shelter. This is the people that worship the crazy man in the tower. So let's do this. Sell a bunch of stuff. So sell a bunch of stuff. Get more, automatic rifle armor or ammo, And then we will fight the boss. At least once. Okay, so... that is the course ammo, right? Yeah. That looks right. And now let's buy more of this. I don't think I actually need to buy 400 something rounds. Let's at least buy 100 more rounds. You know, let's make a nice 150. Yeah, that should be good. I think with 2 Jormontides and a beacon and 300 something ammo, we should be good to fight that boss. But I do need my better armor. Because this is, not exactly the best armor. I probably should have gotten that before I... no, you know what? Actually, it wouldn't have made sense to. Also, we will, get our food that makes our damage output a little higher. So, pendant, defense pendant, let's move all this stuff off of us. And I need the refined one. We can put these back. Actually, do that. Put this away. Put this on me. And then boom and boom. Our stats are looking pretty good, I think. And then we're going to take the, I guess half of these omelets, because I don't know that I really need more than 8. We might as well just, like, fill ourselves and stuff up on this. Because at the end of the day... they're gonna need a lot of food. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready. Let me just make sure we have more wheat. Alright, so we're gonna go to this tower. We're gonna fight the boss at least once. Also, I probably should have made sure that I had all the right stuff equipped. And we're gonna start with a Jormontide. And thankfully, he doesn't have the hot effect. Okay. We're doing a good amount of damage. Can you catch Marcus? There's a glitch that lets you catch the bosses, but technically you're not supposed to be able to. I just need Jormontide to, like, actually hit him. Where did he go? I love just shooting the wall. Cast Hush. I know, I wish. I mean, we're doing decent damage. Like, I think we can do this. I don't want my Jormontides to die. So... he does have good type coverage, because he's using, like, electric type moves. Actually, I think grass is the only thing water's weak to in this. No! I think I take that back, actually. I mean, I'm almost out of ammo, and he's not even halfway, so maybe I need to, like... are those even hitting him? I don't think they are. Hey, Santosh, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing on this fine Monday evening, or whatever time zone it is for you? Oh, God. How are you? I'm doing well. No complaints at the moment. How are you doing today? I'm just chilling. Nice, nice. You play much Palworld? To be honest, I might just have to send something out to, like, tank some damage for a little bit. Oh, actually, that's exactly what I ended up doing by accident. Ha ha ha. No, no, bro. Alright, nice. Oh, God. That's not at all what I wanted to have happen, because that does a ton of damage. But it kind of works out. This is such an easy move to stop, so I'm kind of happy about that. Problem is that this does, like, no damage to him, the shotgun. So it's, like, almost not even worth using. Alright, let's just, like, send this dude out. And maybe, like, hope and pray that he actually does something. Or at the very least, hit some aggro off of us. Oh, God. Alright, is this Jormontide, like, healed up enough? Nine. 2019 was 5 years ago. No, I mean, that makes total sense to me, though. You know what I mean? Like that, it feels like it was 5 years ago. Just because, like, that was when I moved to New York City and this, you know, new job I'm at. So, it definitely does feel like 5 years ago. Oh my god, Jormontide literally blocked all the shots. Oh, Beacon died. Oh, whoops. Jormontide is doing much more damage. Oh, yeah, no, Jormontide does so much damage. The problem is that he, I don't have, like... He doesn't have a whole lot of health left. I have 2 of them now, though. So that's nice. But I don't know that I have enough damage. Like, I might have enough damage if I bought, like, significantly more assault gun ammo. Or maybe I just need to, like, level up. Because technically my, Jormontides are, like, lower level. Just because they're, you see how their level says that it's, like, red instead of, like, gray or whatever? Also, I hate this. I feel like I need to catch a 3rd one for this to be doable. I have a minute left is the problem. Like, I have less than a minute to do 42,000 damage with a dead Jormontide, a dying Jormontide. I think what I've learned, though, you're doing great. I think what I learned is that the dude that I have in my party, the, like, level, like, 40, like, dude, actually does literally nothing. Okay, well that didn't work out at all. Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, so I think honestly, the biggest issue is I need one more Jormontide. I think that will actually, like, be enough. One more Jormontide. And then, maybe I try to level up once. Because if I level up, it also will, unlock my, 2 Jormontides by 1 level. And then maybe after that, we just, like, spam, Like, this dude actually did nothing. Because he's melee only, he actually does nothing. You are pro enough? I wish. I do need another water type that actually does something, though. The problem is that, like, this doesn't really do anything. Well, okay. It's less that I need the level for me, and more that the Jormuntide is technically level 45, but pals can't be a higher level than you, and I'm level 43. So if I'm level 43, it means Jormuntide is level 43. So they are capped at how much damage they can do because of my level. So I think I need to level up once to get them stronger, because they'll be level 44 if I level up. And then we should be good. Now, the real question comes down to, like, what should be the last thing in my party? I mean, maybe it'd be best to just, like, level these two things up. Or, I don't know, this thing wasn't really doing a whole lot of damage either. Like, as to where this thing did, like, 120 damage per attack, Jormuntide did literally 1,500 with one attack, so... Like, I'll need... I don't know, Jormuntides don't really have any dragon-type moves, though. I guess I could teach it to them. I definitely want to be... Okay, you know what? Since I have to level the dragons up for the dragon thing later anyway, we can just keep them in this party. Oh, is this one healed? Oh, I didn't realize this one didn't die. Oh. I thought they both died. Whoops. Alright, is there anything else I should have in my party, though, if I'm gonna do this? Maybe no, not this one. If I'm going to do that, it can't be that one is the problem. I actually don't know what my last pal should be. Alright, we'll just level this thing up because this was an alpha. And looks like it's doing a decent amount of damage. We will, heal up. Mamoresk Crisp may be good. So, the only thing is that the boss is a fire type. And fire type is broken in this game. The fire type does, double... Fire is the only... Also, just by the way, I no longer have to look for the green shits, because we literally are max leveled on this, so I never have to look for them again, hopefully. Fire type is the only type in the game that is strong against two different types, which are ice and grass. And it's only weak to water, which is the main thing that worries me. Which is why I, like, want to make sure that I have, water types. Alright, so what can I definitely move away? I don't have any more ammo for you, so I can move you away. I guess I can keep the shotgun out. Alright, how are we doing on this stuff? So I think the plan right now... I'm just gonna assume that if a pal is having difficulty eating, like it says hasn't eaten in a while, we're just gonna reset it and hope that that fixes it, because they have enough food, I think. They shouldn't have any issue. Yeah, no, they have 240 tomatoes in there. I think they're good. So let's go and just try to fight, like, I don't even know. How much more do I have before I have to level up again? I'm, like, halfway there. I'm trying to think of, like, a fast way to grind. Now, our best bet might just be to try to catch another Jormontide. To which, I have 35 balls of the Great Ball. We can try it. Okay, so we caught this Jormontide, so let's try going back to this one and see if it's there. There may only be one that spawns, ever, of the boss Jormontide. I actually genuinely don't know. Oh, I didn't grab anything that has a fly. So we're going to be taking the scenic route there. I probably should have thought about that a little bit. Let's see, is the Lord of the Sea here? Hello, is there a Mr. Lord of the Sea? Okay, bye, bro. I have exams. All right, well, have a good one. Good luck on your exams. I hope you do well. Oh, there is one. It's right here. Sick. Oh, you do not want to be squaring up on me right now. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's just catch them, honestly. Oh my god, is everything fighting me right now? Have a good day? Yeah, you too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Hopefully... I do need to catch Surfence anyway, so I guess this is as good of a time as any to take care of this, but this was really not on the docket. Also, you have helped literally zero, by the way. You have done actually nothing to help. Now what? Okay, I don't have anything that's strong against Jormontide, so hopefully the other Jormontide is strong enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to not. I guess we're about to find out if, Quilverin is even strong enough to do this. I mean, apparently not if he's not gonna even attempt to attack. I hate that your arrows can be stopped by your pals. It's actually such a dumb feature. Why did the music change again? Let's throw a grenade.
Yeah.
I don't even know if these grenades are doing anything. It looks like they did nothing. Okay, cool. Oh, God. I do not normally recommend standing this close to a Jormuntide. But as you can see, he is, a little hard to avoid at this moment. I'm almost wondering if, like, my own Jormuntide would just be better than this. Maybe we should try it. But it's just not big enough for both of them. This tiny little island. I, like, definitely need to, like... Wait, is he running away? I don't understand what just happened. Why did he... Also, yeah, this is going significantly faster with our Jormuntide fighting it. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking it's not really worth us, I don't think it's even worth us throwing the arrows at this point. Just, like, let them do their thing. Also, just me, or did it seem like ours did significantly more damage to it? To be honest, I can't play Palworld. Any game that doesn't make my whole week is a... Doesn't make my whole week is a waste of time for me. How do you mean? Also, how you doing today, Rockstar? I'm glad to see you. Whole week equals whole week. Like, how do you mean with that, though? Like, it doesn't, like, take up enough time for you to... Or, like, you just don't have fun playing it. Oh, I did not mean to kill it. But, I mean, it did level us up a lot. I did mean to catch it. I just, like, wasn't paying enough attention to its health. I don't have fun playing it. Gotcha. No, that's fair. I can understand that. It's definitely one of those games that gets way harder, especially solo, to play. If you're, I guess I started that sentence wrong. It's way harder. Have you heard about Duelist of Eden? Someone in my Discord was mentioning it to me. But I don't think I know, like, much of anything about it. Just, I know I've heard the name. Is it a card game, or is it, like, something else? Because, like, the way that it sounds make it sound like it's a card game. Check the trailer of it on Steam. Okay. Probably not right this minute, because I'm trying to get from point A to point B, but... Is it a mix between deck building and fighting? Interesting. Okay, there we go. Interesting. A mix between deck building and fighting. Like a fighting type game, or like... Both. Interesting. It does sound interesting. I'll check it out. Just bear with me for a second. I think there's an ad that's supposed to play in a second here, so that's kind of why I'm like... I don't want to start watching the trailer while the ad's happening. To understand its concept, you need to watch its trailer. Yeah, I'll watch the trailer as soon as the ad's done. Because I can't really control that happening. Alright, which one is the one that's depressed? Refining? Like, I don't understand how it always gets stuck. I don't get ads in Twitch anyway. Alright, then let's just watch it now. Alright, let's see. Duelist of Eden. Do they have the trailer on there? Okay. Oh, interesting. Just like looking at it already. Here, let's just like turn the volume down a little bit. Interesting. See, now, like, this gives me some, like, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory vibes, where it's, like, action-adventure type gameplay, but everything you do is a card. And it's just a matter of, like, pairing your deck to the right, It does look pretty sick, though. It's a big brain game? Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying a game like this. It does look like fun. I will say the 8-bit sprite art style is definitely an interesting direction to go in. March 27th. Okay, so this isn't even in, like, releasing on Steam. So that means that it's not even, like, there's not even early access on it yet. Okay, well, this is in, like, a few weeks, so yeah, I'll give it a shot. It does look fun. I mean, honestly, I was on the website for the game. Real-time deck building PvP. Online rollback PvP action. Hey, we were just talking about rollback earlier today. Like, who are the people that made this game, though? Like, what is this dev team? Are these just, like, a bunch of people? Oh, from the creator of One Step from Eden. One Step from Eden. One Step of Eden. So this dude actually, like, makes a whole... Wait, hang on. Is this just... Wait, is this just the same game? I'm guessing the difference here is that this is like the roguelike single-player game. And you can pick different classes to build and play as? Okay. Ah, oh, alright. That's artwork. Interesting. I won't watch this full trailer, but, so this is a $20 game. Honestly, maybe we try playing this one first, see if we like it, and then decide if we're even gonna attempt to play that. Because I think, like, if it's a single-player experience, it'll at least be easier to get into. Alright, $10? It says 20 for me. Right? Like, is this right? Is there somewhere else you can get it cheaper? Anyway, I think I'm gonna end stream a little early just because, quite honestly, I have to, poop. On my screen, it says $9.99 in Steam. Are you in the US? Like, I mean, or do you have, like, I guess what I should say is, do you have, like, a VPN or anything where you're in somewhere else? Because maybe it's, like, a regional pricing or something. I don't know, I'm spitballing here. I have no actual idea. But anyway, yeah, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to end stream here. It's been a while since we've used the full screen mode. There's a raid happening, but I think I can just, like, quit out anyway, right? Yeah. Oh, that was weird. I don't live in the US. Okay, maybe that's part of it then. But, so like I said, I'm not going to stream tomorrow because I'm actually going to be doing stuff. But I will be streaming again on... yeah, I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. So we'll stream again on Wednesday. So with that being said, though, have a good night, everyone. I do appreciate everyone who comes out here for these streams. And I'll see you guys again on Wednesday. Have a good night.